In 1985, a group of Idaho agricultural leaders had a vision of creating a program that would train, encourage, and equip men and women in communities throughout Idaho to serve in leadership roles for the future of the agriculture industry. The result was the formation of Leadership Idaho Agriculture. Leadership positions at the local, state, and national levels are filled with graduates from Leadership Idaho Agriculture. In our current age of technology, with instantaneous access to information, both good and bad, it's easy for misinformation and ill-informed opinions to be heard and made fact in the minds of the public, as well as community and government leaders. The need to educate and equip advocates for agriculture for boards, councils, and commissions is more critical now than ever before.
It's amazing to learn about the growers, it's amazing to learn about the producers, it's amazing to learn about even those who work in the loan offices, and you see all the different components within agriculture. And as a dietitian, as a researcher in food and nutrition, I understand consumers, but to bridge the full scope of the field of agriculture and to meet people and connect with people and to learn what they're doing, and then also to establish partnerships is pretty incredible.
For over 30 years, LIA has been offering a concentrated, hands-on learning experience to enhance and build leadership qualities while developing advocates for agriculture and rural communities, leaders who will serve as a voice for the industry for generations to come.
So eventually the idea in a family business is that I would be moving up and filling the shoes of my father. Those are big shoes to fill, and whatever training I can get will definitely help me get to that point. So Leadership Idaho Ag is making that foundation.
I'm starting to kind of figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. I've dabbled in some different ag groups, kind of in a more service role, and kind of got interested in what maybe I had to offer as a mother, as a ranch wife, as someone really interested in food production and how important agriculture is to our communities. I just kind of gradually got brave enough to do it.
The LIA course is held at 4 locations during the months of November through February. Participants attend a 1-week session each month, starting in Moscow, moving through Pocatello, Twin Falls, and finishing with the public policy session in Boise. In each location, LIA participants meet and learn from recognized leaders. Each session hosts premier speakers focusing on personal development, industry awareness, current events, and addressing issues in that region.
My position relies heavily on communication. I'm talking to growers almost every day, and the skills that you learn in this program, the networking that you do within the program, that can help you become a better leader and help you, want to progress further in your career.
Throughout the experience, students are encouraged to think about their abilities and the ways they want to grow.
It's a good time to give some self-evaluation and what you want to accomplish in your life. You get to think a lot about your values, your goals, not just work-related, but also personally. And then the tools that I learn and I utilize, not only is it going to help me in my work and in my business, but it's going to help me to build my character in a way to where I can just be a better person overall.
The LIA experience is enriched with the unique approach of seeing agribusiness in different locations of the state and being able to connect and learn from top agricultural leaders, many of whom are LIA graduates themselves.
Today in my career, years after my LIA experience, I find myself remembering things that I learned in that 17-day class that helped me in my day-to-day business, that helped me in my communications with others, in my understanding of the industry. Those are the skills I've been able to implement into my career and the work that I do in agribusiness in Idaho.
Leadership Idaho Agriculture culminates in conjunction with the annual legislative session in February. Participants interact with legislators and government leaders. They see firsthand the inner workings of the public policy process and grow their understanding of how to better communicate their story to their constituents, as well as to the leaders and decision makers of our government.
Main skills I'm taking away from LIA would primarily be just being able to take a leadership role, going from being able to conduct myself in a professional manner that I can educate the public. I'm also able to take away how to organize a meeting. That's been huge. And also to be able to public speak and speak in public. That was one of my biggest fears coming into this. And now be able to have the tools necessary. It's been a challenge, but it's also been very rewarding to take those skills back home and use them in the office.
The culminating graduation ceremony provides the moment to look back at one's growth and development since that first LIA experience in Moscow, to reflect on how this unique experience of LIA has forever changed and impassioned their communication and leadership skills, creating world changers in the industry of agriculture and government.
At the end of the day, we're looking for advocates for the agriculture industry. We have a story to tell, a story of producing food and fiber, not only just our country, but for around the globe. And we need people to tell that story. Our goal in Leadership Idaho Agriculture is to put into the toolbox of our graduates the facts and the information that they can go out and communicate wherever they are, whether it's speaking before a civic organization, whether it's addressing a convention, whether it's just an elevator speech or sitting beside somebody on a plane. These are world changers. These are people that are making a difference. They step forward with their message, and they're willing to communicate to let people around the world know the importance of the agriculture industry. It's an enormous task, but it takes individuals, dedicated individuals, like those that graduate from Leadership Idaho Agriculture.
Be a part of Idaho's future. Be a part of LIA.